Hey guys, it's me. Today I'm going to do a little rant, and it'll be about egotistical people who think they are entitled to everything. I recently had the unpleasant exchange with a YouTuber who also had a Twitter, and to protect his privacy, I'm just going to call him Angry Pants. Because the dude has a lot of anger issues, and it is very sad. At first, he seemed to be supportive of my channel and nice, saying that it's cool that I'm doing these videos and that I'm getting views. And I thought, that's really nice. But on one of my videos, he commented, I deleted all my videos. Delete YouTube. If I do videos again, it will be all fake. You didn't even watch my videos. Oh well, it's gone now. So that's a pretty angry comment to post on someone's video. I wrote, I was going to tonight, but oh well, sideways emoji. Because I seriously was going to check out his videos that night, but he deleted them all. And I'm going to read the comments the way they're written. When there are no commas or punctuation, I will just keep reading along. And if there's spelling errors, I will read it as they're written. And for profanity, I will just read the first letter. Try to keep language off of my channel because I want to stay family friendly as much as I can. But he responded with, yeah right, too bad for you. No one gave a F 5 years ago. Why give a F now? Double question marks. S makes no sense. Everyone is fake. I spend $160 making a flag for my family, aka my family. What did they do? I'll backstab my effing A. It's shame. People will lie to you and say you will be famous. Your channel will grow. Yeah, effing right. S is all straight lies. Pretty mad. And it continues. If you really wanted to watch your A would subbed a long time ago. You didn't have to see my comments before you know who and what I did. You could have found my channel, but you people didn't and wouldn't because I'm not good enough to even be recommended. So what does that tell you? My channel is effing ass! And when deleted my videos, now people want to be even more fake. WTF. It's sad. All these mukbang is the dead of my channel. People didn't care, so why should I? I'm sick and tired of being nice. All these N-words. That is super good looking. Get women to comment nonstop about their looks. I can't get a women to even comment or reach out to me about doing a feature or my graphic arts work. I had to tell you about me for what reason? I shouldn't have to say anything. When you believe in God, everyone hates you. When you are famous and sell your soul, you get anything you wanted. You never even asked me for a feature, and this is what I mean, the #hate. So it's my fault I didn't reach out to you and ask about a feature or your graphic arts work when I never even heard about you before? How does that work? Oh, I forgot. You are the king of the world, and everyone owes you everything. So, I kept conversating with this guy for a while, because I'm not the type to just block someone if they're mad. I try to keep them talking for a while to see, 1, if I can calm them down. 2, I want to honestly understand where they're coming from and what makes them so angry. And 3, I find it interesting to see the sort of things that come out of people's mouths when you keep prodding them to talk. And my friends and family are like, why do you keep talking to these angry people so long? Why don't you just block them? And I'm like, well, that's why. I find it interesting what they have to say. So in response to his long and very angry comment on one of my YouTube videos, I wrote, dude, from what I gathered on your comment, you are promised a lot by people who failed to deliver. That really sucks. And I'm sorry you're let down. But everyone gets hurt and let down. It's inevitable. All we are responsible for is how we respond to difficult times. I honestly would have watched your videos if you kept them up. I'm sorry that you feel so angry, but you have two choices. Get better or get bitter. Rise above the betrayals and stress, or succumb to it and become a darkened shell of your former self. I encourage you to rise above it. Hone in on your talents. Train to be better. Reinvent yourself without being fake. Everyone has potential. You just have to work hard to live up to it. You know, pretty common sense reasoning right there. And I wasn't name calling or being rude, I was just being honest. And he got really butthurt about me calling him dude. He wrote, please don't call me dude, I have a name. And then he wrote his name, followed by a bunch of periods. And yup, lots of BS lies and more lies. Full screen was S, 2 years of hell. Now freedom is more worse than them. Out of 645 sub, only one person was really commenting, maybe 3 at most, but they all backstabbed me. That is good. I'm not everyone. God didn't make me a everyone. God made me the only man with 50 talents and gifts. No one can't compare to what I do, dead, alive, or famous. Everyone goes crazy for views. If you have the most views, then you are looked at as something person like me people hate like hell. My whole motto is #wargames. Now I'm sick and tired and something has to be done. I think having 800 views with crappy A quality and now everything is in 1080 HD. People don't want to watch. I have my own studio and production for 2 years now. I changed all of that, got better stuff, and I do everything myself. Do you know how long it takes to make a song? 6 to 8 hours. Dude doesn't know how to punctuate. And working 40 hours a week, then in the gym 4 to 6 days a week. You should watch the videos of YouTubers who killed themselves going through worse S than me. They were recognized when they're dead, not when they were alive. That is the internet world for you. And I'm like, dude, I didn't do this to you, so why so salty at me? Why act like it's my fault? And in response to him, I wrote, sorry, I call everyone dude. You have issues and it's clear as day. I didn't do this to you. YouTube didn't do this to you. It's all a big gamble. Some go far and others don't. Nobody owes you anything. You're only entitled to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Success and happiness isn't guaranteed. Only the pursuit of it. Your anger is gonna stop you from getting anywhere in life. I never got what I needed / wanted with anger. Only kind and firm persistence. I hope you figure out what works for you, but you gotta get that anger in check, or you'll just be ruining your chances of actually going far. I thought that's pretty logical, and I'm still not name calling or being rude. Just telling him the truth, and trying to get him to see that with that type of attitude, no one's gonna want to deal with you. And then he left another comment on my YouTube video. He said, again, I am not everyone. You keep saying that word. I'm in a class of my own. ... Again, what you're saying is not true. People pay for subs. That is how they are famous. I would never do that and cheat. Again, I got everything in life. My life is good. You take care of a 86-year-old man that hated you since you were 7 until my mom did. I think he meant died. My father started to treat me good 2 years ago, and you're not pay attention or listening to anything I'm saying. No one can what I do as far as YouTube. People always overlook is you people that have to make someone channel grow. I can't put a gun to someone's head. If everyone wants to hate an S on my channel, then I have to take affirmative action. At this point, I'm like, dude, I think you're saltier than the Dead Sea at this point. All that anger, just completely uncalled for and way overblown. Like, dude, I didn't crap in your Lucky Charms, so why are you acting like it's my fault? And then not only did he comment on my YouTube video, but he also tweeted me directly. He wrote, "If you really wanted to watch my videos, you would have reached out to me a long time and subbed, shared, and commented. Why now?" And I was pretty surprised to get a tweet along with the YouTube comments. But I thought, you know, Angry Pants is still pretty angry, so we'll see what else he has to say and if I could defuse the situation. And, so I wrote, I looked at your Twitter. What made you so salty? I've been busy with my own crap and would have seen your vids tonight otherwise. ... You know, because he deleted them before I had a chance to even honor his strong urging for me to check them out. And then he wrote, "Time for that fake. You will read it on your comments." When I replied back, "Everyone always say that they will do this and that." And I'm like, well, you removed your videos, so why sub to an empty page? Not judging you, so don't judge me. Fighting my demons is tiring. And he wrote, "Again, if you wanted to follow, you would have done it now and subbed already. Everyone always backstabs me is such BS." And then I let it go for a while. And he wrote, "Your demons? Well, pray to God, believe in him, and oh well, that is on you. People hated my daily vlogs and my prank calls, vlogs, and music." And I'm like, dude, eat a Snickers. You need to chill out. But he wasn't done yet. So I said, "I encourage you to take time off, find yourself, and rise like a phoenix from the ashes that you feel trapped in, and be better." And he did not like that. He said, "Again, if you saw my videos, you would know that is why I changed my name, re-invited myself, and worked even harder on my vids." Then, no joke, 30 seconds after that, he tweeted again, saying, "As I said, if I do videos again, it will be 100% fake. YouTube doesn't like real anymore. They want all the fake vids." And at this point, I was feeling pretty overwhelmed by his negativity, but I was still curious about what else he had to say. So I said, "Sorry you didn't get much from it. That's disheartening for sure. There is no science to YouTube. It's a gamble, unfortunately." And then I added, "Why are you so angry at me and the world? I have enough negativity in my life. Believe me or don't, I would have watched your vids." He got mad and he said, "Sorry is 5-letter that I don't believe in, ... IDK what you mean, but okay." And then in that same minute he wrote, "Because I am a hood dude and I grew up being angry, having a father that was hateful. Now I take care of him at 86, thank you." And then I was not saying very much because I was like, dude is still mad. I don't want to deal with that much longer. And he added, I've been, B-I-N, "I've been nice all my stinking to go nowhere. Did that help me become famous on YouTube, getting sponsored? No, all my dreams died." And reading all of his tweets and comments, my brain cells were dying at the rate of 5 cells per tweet. And then he kept going. He said, 5 years of hard work. Do you think anyone cared? I poured, P-O-R-E-D. I poured my soul out. Everything I said, like, comment, shared, no one did it. Then a minute later, he said, as I said, you didn't sub or follow me on here or even ask for my graphic arts work or a feature. 2 question marks. Then 4 periods. Then hashtag SMFH. Oh, so it's apparently my fault I wasn't so enthralled by his claims of 50 talents and that I didn't ask him for a feature or for a sample of his graphic artwork. Apparently it's all my fault. And I'm a terrible human being. Grow up, buddy. No one owes you anything. And in response to him saying that I didn't even ask for a graphic arts or a feature, I wrote, you're an angry person, and I have too much negativity in my life. I suggest anger management and a career advisor. Anger gets you nada. And he said, I am not angry, just real and not going to be nice anymore, tired of it. You can't handle it. That is, you people have made me this way. At this point, my brain was like, huh? Did he even complete high school? The dude told me he was 34, and this is how he writes. Worse than a 13-year-old gamer kid. And so I wrote, you are very angry. It's clear. I didn't screw you over, so I don't deserve the attitude. Real and angry are different things. And he got mad, and he said, did you ever comment or watch my videos? No. Do you care about what I do? No. Stop the lies. I heard enough for 34 years. And when I saw that, my mind was going, you're 8 years older than me, but you sound like an angry 13-year-old kid playing a game on the Xbox. So I said, you're not paying attention. I would watch your vids, but you deleted them before I could. You need a reality check. Hashtag chill out. Because I thought that would be pretty obvious. Then he said, I'm not talking about now, 5 years ago, what happened then. Again, his lack of punctuation and his countless spelling and grammatical errors were taxing on my mind. I had to read his tweets and comments a few times to understand what he was trying to communicate. And in response to that tweet, I wrote, I'm not responsible for your actions. I was a busy college kid 5 years ago. Tone down the attitude or it'll destroy you. And then he said, stop the stupidness. Why do you keep explaining though? As I said, you ain't following me on here or asking for my talents. Oh, so I'm a talent scout and I'm supposed to ask you about your 50 talents when you have so much salt it would kill a demon? Okay. And I was thinking like Simon Cowell. And I replied, if your attitude and talent are a packaged set, I'm not interested. And then he kept tweeting me. He wrote, it doesn't matter what you say, you can't see anything anyway. God knows me, that is who I care about, not some internet people. SMH. Then again, he said, I don't have to prove or show nothing. I know where I came from and what I've done. Supreme supremacy is where I am at. I was like, huh? What? Then he said again, YouTube is about challenges, mukbangs, and people breaking stuff. Look how famous that angry grandpa is, and you say I'm angry. Of course I say you're angry. You're using profanities, you're typing horribly, and you're continually tweeting me about your problems like it's my fault. And after that, I ended up blocking him because I wasn't kidding when I said I have enough negativity in my life. And I did check out his Twitter, and all of his tweets were angry. Not a single inspirational or happy one. Just complaining about YouTube, how fake YouTubers are, how he got screwed over by everybody, and how he's a super talented man that no one can compare to, but because of how betrayed he was, no one knows about him. Cue the tiniest little fiddle in the world. Or violin, I mean. I've got a bad headache right now, so my thoughts are not coming to me as quickly as normal. But anyways, it just blew me away how angry and rude this guy was. Now, I saved the screenshots because I was certain he was gonna go back later and delete them. And I figured after seeing his comments, it would provide me good material to do a video. You know, a rant about people who think they're owed everything. And when they don't get their way, it's the whole world's fault. And it just was so crazy. I was reading the comments to my mom, and I was sending screenshots to a couple friends, and they were all like, "Why are you still dealing with this guy? Why don't you just block him and leave him alone?" And I honestly was curious about what he would have to say. And so I kept conversating with him because I wanted to know. But my purpose in reading all of that to you guys is for several reasons. One, to remind you, the world doesn't owe you anything except the chance and the right to live, pursue your happiness, and have freedom to live your life the way you choose. That's it. That is all we're guaranteed. And in some countries, you don't even have the right to live the way you want. So here in the US, despite all the problems going on, and I'm not going to name them all because we all know there's a lot of crap. Can't deny that. But despite all of that, we still have so much freedom and so many opportunities to better ourselves and pursue whatever career or lifestyle we want. We have some of the best opportunities here. That's all we're guaranteed. Opportunities. We're not promised that if you do actions X and Y, that it will result in B or whatever. The world doesn't owe you anything. You are responsible for your behavior, your attitude, and your actions. If someone does you wrong, you have two options. Get angry and do something to hurt them back, or deal with it and move on. Now, based on how Mr. Angry Pants was dealing with me, it's clear that he was focused on option one, instead of taking the energy that he was pouring into being angry and redirecting it into actually making something of himself. If you are in a rare situation where most of the people you have depended on have backstabbed you, truly, and let you down, yes, you are allowed to feel angry. You are allowed to feel hurt. Those are natural human reactions, and it would be ridiculous to expect people to never get angry when stuff like that happens. But if you hold on to that anger and you let it change you into this bitter, unpleasant, overly narcissistic and pompous jerk, then that's your problem. And other people are not going to want to deal with you or try to help you. I've watched a bunch of auditions for X Factor, Britain's Got Talent, all those shows. And the people with the attitude are the ones that don't go far. Because if you want people to like you and want to help you, you have to be likable. You have to be polite. You have to be nice. You can't just act like you're a descendant of the gods and all us little people are here to please you and cater to your every whim. That's not how it works. Ever. If you got an ego as big as Kanye West, good luck getting people to want to help you. You're just going to turn people off. And whenever they hear your name, they're going to associate you with a bad time. And everything I wrote to Mr. Angry Pants, I was not exaggerating, I was not lying, I was being honest. I was trying my hardest to just be nice and polite and gently point Mr. Angry Pants towards a better way of living, in hopes that he would tone down the attitude and learn how to handle life and rejection better, in a way that would lead to acceptance. But I guess he wasn't willing to hear it. And I really didn't want to get any more angry tweets on my Twitter page, so I blocked him on there. And I just encourage all you guys to not be that way. And if you've seriously hurt someone with your choices, whether intentional or unintentional, you need to recognize that, and you need to do what you can to make it better between you and the person that you've hurt. If someone tells you that you've hurt them, you have no right to tell them that you did not hurt them. And if you cause someone pain and then they stop talking to you for a while, you don't have the right to get angry at them for that. I know with me, if someone I love and depend on backstabs me or does something detrimental to me, I stay away for a while because, one, I don't want to respond to anger and hurt by causing more anger and hurt. Two, I don't want to be around people that hurt me if it's recent, because I need time to be by myself and recover, heal my wounds up. And three, people that are constantly hurting other people need to realize there's consequences for your actions. And if you keep running back to people who continually hurt you, they're not going to learn. They're not going to change their behavior. They're just going to keep repeating the same harmful behavior that hurts you all the time. If even a handful of people listen to this and gain some new perspective on life, then it's worth it. So to sum it up, if you're hurt, work on overcoming that by focusing your energy on changing the situations around you that hurt you. Don't hold on to anger and bitterness towards the person or people who hurt you. If someone close to you hurts you, take some time to be by yourself so that you have space. That way you won't react to their cruel treatment by treating them cruelly and continue the cycle. And just evaluate yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and acknowledge where you need to change. And give yourself credit for the things that you're doing right. On my personal Facebook, I have a photo is about 9 things to give up if you want to be happy. Number 1 is complaining. Yes, it feels good to complain sometimes, but if that's all you ever do, nothing's going to change. 2, limiting your beliefs. If you have your mind stuck on thinking this specific way about this specific thing, that could hinder your ability to get happier. Number 3 is blaming others. And I will say the disclaimer that yes, sometimes your hurt and suffering is caused by the actions of other people. But you're supposed to focus on what you can do to make it better, not focus on what they did wrong. Number 4 is negative self-talk. I can't do that. I'm not good enough. I'm too stupid to do this. I'm not able to accomplish that. You got to give yourself a pep talk and tell yourself, with the help of those who love you and support you, you can achieve this and that. You just have to put in the work. And number 5 is dwelling on the past. You can't control where you're going in a car if you're always looking through the rearview mirror. You need to look ahead. 6 is resistance to change. You repeat a negative behavior over and over again, and you refuse to acknowledge or change that, then you're not going to get a better life situation. You know, you need to be willing to work on what needs work. Number 7 is the need to impress others. If all the great stuff that you do is just so other people will notice you and give you praise, you're doing it for the wrong reasons, and you're going to get tired of it. But if you do great things because you want to, then that's what'll make you happy. It's like volunteering to help at a homeless shelter. If you do that just so people will think you're a great person, you're not really a great person. Yes, the work you do may actually result in good things, but motive is a lot. And if you're doing things for the wrong reasons, even if they're good things, eventually you will tire of it and it will wear you down. Number 8 is the need to always be right. You need to be humble and willing to admit when you're wrong about something. You need to be willing to consider other facts and other information that may contradict the set of beliefs about yourself that you already have. You need to be willing to change where you need to change. Otherwise, your life situation is not going to change. And number 9 is the need for others' approval. That one really hits home for me because I really struggle with putting too much value on how other people see me. And that's gotten me a lot of heartache. So I figure if I just am genuine, if I just am myself without trying to put on a certain air, then that's better. Because if you are having to fake being a certain way, after a while, that mask is going to fall off and everything that you've worked to build is just going to come crashing down and it's not going to be very good. So I just encourage you guys to do your best to improve yourself. Be willing to see and admit where you are wrong in your life. Be willing to change where you are wrong. But also give yourself credit for the things that you're doing right. Because if all you're thinking about yourself is, oh, I'm terrible, I'm this, I'm that, then you're not going to go anywhere. You need a healthy balance of contentment in oneself, along with constructive criticism of oneself. If you have the scales tipped too far on one side or the other, you're not going to be very balanced, and you're going to have a lot more difficulty in life. That was a long rant. I did not expect it to be this long, but I feel better. I lovingly encourage you guys to follow the advice that I've given in here and just work on being the best you that you can possibly be. Because at the end of the day, only you can be you, and it's up to you to make yourself who you want to be. Love you guys, and I hope you have a good rest of the day.